Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. This is Romans chapter 8, starting at verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that which shall be revealed in us. Alright, so even though Jake going through it now, even if you're Jake in the truth or out of the truth, you're going through it. But the glory that's coming to us, especially the ones in the truth, are not to be compared to what we're going through now, man. Because it's going to be so far beyond all that we hoped for, man. So far beyond anything we can imagine, man. And we imagine some vivid things, man. But the kingdom is going to be that much more glorious, man. That's why the suffering is almost worth it, man. But I just gotta get over with, man. All right. But the point I wanted to bring out with these precepts is that we are the creature that this particular scriptures are talking about, man. Romans 8:19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. The whole earth is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Why? Because the earth is going to be at peace, man. Once the Yahweh Shai returns and he slays the 2/3 and all the wicked, man, and puts the heathen nations under subjection, the whole earth is going to be at peace, man. Verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. And that creature is talking about us, man. Verse 21, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. Alright, we're going to be delivered from this bondage of corruption. And that bondage of corruption is our flesh, man. Once we get rid of our flesh, man, once we get into our spiritual bodies, right, we're going to be, Salakia, we're going to be we are the children of the Most High now, but it's gonna be evident, man. It's gonna be evident. It's gonna be no question about it, man. No doubt about it. Why? Because we're gonna be immortal, right? We're never gonna get sick. We're never gonna feel pain, right? We're not gonna go through these things, man. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be complete bliss, man. This is why the things that we're going through now is not to be compared to what we're going to receive, man. All right. Verse 22, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And it's not just us, it's all of creation, man. All of creation is going through it, man. The oceans are polluted, the air is polluted, the food is defiled, right? The earth is defiled. And when the earth is defiled, that means the things that come out of the earth are defiled too. Alright, so you got these animals, even though they stick to their diet, they're eating defiled food, man. Right? If you see a cow eating grass, the grass is defiled. Because the whole earth is defiled, man. But, this is why the whole creation groaneth, man. Our clothes are defiled, our women are defiled. Everything's defiled, man. The things on TV that we see is abominations, man. Alright? Our leaders are fucking sellouts, man. This place is through, man. All right, but I'm gonna prove that the creature is talking about us, man. This is Mark, chapter 16. And verse 15. And he said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Does that mean preach the gospel to cats and dogs? No, man. It means every creature, which would be the children. When I say us, I mean the Israelites, man. These so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. All right? And even the ones scattered abroad, the ones that look like other nations, they may look like Chinese, they may look like so-called white people, but they are truly Israelites according to their blood, man. according to the seed of their fathers. This is the creature. This is the creature that needs to hear the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. And whether they hear or whether they forbear, man, they gotta hear it, man. All right, they gotta get that admonition. That admonition means to warn them. All right. Judgment is coming, man. Whether you receive a good judgment for your works or a bad judgment is I'm not gonna say it's totally up to you, but it's up to your spirit. What kind of spirit you have? Do you have a spirit that you want to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Do you have a spirit that you lean towards righteousness? Right? You might not know the law, statutes, and commandments. Do you have a law unto yourself that you follow? Right? That you stick to your conscience, and must your conscience tell you something is wrong? Right? Do you ignore it, or do you still do it, man? Because that's wickedness, man. If your conscience is telling you to do some wicked shit and you still do it, that's wickedness, man. All right? That creature is us, man. Let me jump over to Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 5. I'm going to jump down to verse 17. I'll start 16. Therefore shall they... I'll start at 15. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. The righteous are going to live forevermore. Why? Because the righteous are going to obtain immortality, right? Even in this flesh, there's some of us in this flesh that's not going to taste of death, man. All right? And how is that possible? Because you're going to live until the return of Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, you believe. Lord willing, you have faith. Lord willing, you putting in the work. Lord willing, you get delivered. You won't die, man. All right? Because he's going to deliver you into the chariots. And when he does, you're going to obtain your new body. All right? So you won't taste of death, man. You won't see it. All right? Lord willing, we're part of that number, though. Verse 17, he shall take to him, Slakia. Verse 16, therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. And that's literal, man. Esdras seen men of the Lord receiving crowns, man, from Yahweh Shai. He's seen it. So this is when they says, and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand, that's a literal thing, man. That's going to happen to the elect, man. All right. Verse 17, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. All right. Now it's not talking about sharks, tigers, and bears, right? Even those animals will be turned up in these last days and let loose on the wicked of our people and other nations, man. All right. There's a data where this is gonna happen, right? It's terrifying. It's low-key terrifying, right? If you see a gorilla walking down the street, right? Especially if you go to zoos, you start teasing the animals in there. They might have marked you for the day of vengeance, man. For Jacob's trouble, right? You're gonna see these animals roaming the streets and devouring anything they see, man. Because they're not gonna have that steady supply of food that they had in the zoo, and now they got free range. It's over, man. Jacob's trouble is going to be a time like there's never been ever, man. And this is why we need the protection from Yahweh Shai. All right? And he's only going to protect his creatures, man. But it says, verse 17 says, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. And let's prove that it's talking about Israelites are going to be turned into weapons, literal weapons, man. The men of the Lord are going to be turned into literal weapons. And that's not so hard to believe, because Esau Edom is a weapon now. Esau Edom is a weapon in the flesh. Now, what's going to happen when we become a weapon and we no longer have flesh, right? You could slay an Edomite. You won't be able to slay a Israelite in a spiritual body, right? That'll never happen. You will never see that, man. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right. A worm is a defenseless animal. A worm only's defense is to curl up and ball up, right? That's your only defense. That's like if you see somebody getting jumped, right? After they swing a couple swings, when they realize they can't win the fight or they can't defeat anybody that's trying to jump them, they're going to curl up and defend themselves. That's the only defense. A worm has no defense. This is why we're compared to worms as of now. In our flesh, we are worms, right? Verse 15, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. All right, let's Google this word chaff. Chaff is like ash, right? Oh, slack it. It's chaff. The husk of corn or other seed separating by winnowing or threshing. Ooh. Chopped hay as used as straw as fodder. Worthless things. Trash. Wow. Wow, okay. Alright, so let me get a picture of some chaff. Wow. Wow. This is chaff, man. You make the hills. Slocky. Let me jump back to Isaiah 41 and 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. This isn't talking about going to Mount Everest and beating on top of Mount Everest. No, mountain stands for governments, man. Large governments, right? These large governments are going to be tiny, man. And these smaller governments, which are these hills, are going to be as chaff, man. Verse 16, thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Lord Yahweh, and shalt rejoice in the Holy One of Israel, man. And this is what we're looking forward to, man. This is what the creature is expecting, man. In his earnest expectation, man. Let me jump back to Romans 8. Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, man. Yahushua is the son of the Most High. Even the angels are sons of the Most High, man. We are the sons of the Most High, man. So when this happens, man, when we get our spirit, it's over, man. It's over, man. That's one thing. Like, there's plenty of things you're really anxious for in the kingdom, right? Even though we got to be long suffering. But spiritual powers is one thing I've always wanted, man. Everybody, every child always I'm not going to say always, every child. This is why I'm slacking. Let me gather my thoughts. Every child wants to be some sort of superhero. Or even, a lot of Edomites want to be super villains too. Most they grow up to become those super villains. But every child grows up not idolizing, looking up to Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Goku, Vegeta, these things to be revered as something more than a man, something beyond humanity, but in a righteous way. It's a beautiful thing to look forward to, man. It's an earnest expectation that we have, man. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Wabal.